Hi everyone, it's Joy here and welcome back to my channel. Today is day one of my Shark Week card event and I'm using Spellbinders Shark Attack stamp and coordinating die. Now there is tons of giveaways, so to be eligible for that I need you to subscribe to my channel, comment and like on all of the videos. For more details about this Shark Week card event, head on over to my blog at createitwithjoy.com. Now let's get started. Now I just want to say that this video is sponsored by Spellbinders and Cardstock Warehouse. Now I'm just showing you this cute die here. This is a Slimline film strip die and I'm die cutting that from some dark blue cardstock and I die cut that 3 times. I want this to have some dimension, so that's why I cut it multiple times. I'm going to just use some liquid glue to adhere all of these pieces together. And then when that's done, we're going to have a nice thicker piece, almost like chipboard. Now I do want to say, you guys, make sure you subscribe to my channel, comment and like to be eligible for the giveaway. There is 10 things to give away, so quite a few winners. So just make sure you do that for all of the videos. Okay, so I'm going to finish adhering this together. And then I'm going to come in with this cute stamp set. Now this is from Spellbinders and this has some great images. Obviously I stamped that with some black ink onto some white Copic friendly cardstock. This is Neenah Classic Crest Solar white cardstock. And I'm going to come in with some Copic coloring. I'm going to show you the lids here on film so you can see what colors I'm using, but I want to talk about the stamp set really quick. This has 4 sharks to it. It's got 2 cute sharks in floaties. You have a hammerhead and what looks like to be a great white shark to me. You have a cute bucket that says, "You're a real chum," which I thought was really cute. And then you've got quite a few sentiments. You have, "You are jawsome," "Have a fantastic day," "Nailed it," "Have a killer birthday," and this is the one we're going to use for the card, "Live every week like it's Shark Week." So I just thought that was a perfect sentiment for this card. Now you can see here that I'm using 2 different colors for the sharks. I am using C3 for 6 and 2, I believe, for the upper shark, and this hammerhead I am using T3, 5, and 7. I liked having 2 different colors of sharks, and I have to say I had a lot of fun coloring all these sharks. They're super simple colors, but they can turn out really good. And I just think this hammerhead shark and this cute great white shark, they just look like they're having such a good time, like they're really ready for Shark Week. I'm going to color his floaty with some real bright colors. I'm using reds and turquoise. So for the red, it's R35, 37, and 39. And the turquoise, this is my favorite color in the whole wide world, is BG 11, 13, and 16. I just think this is a perfect, fun summer color. And I love how it turned out. I will also be using the coordinating dies, and I think their coordinating dies are a ton of fun. When I get their Spellbinders regular dies, they are not this color, they're kind of a copper color. But in this, well, this is Fun Stamper's Journey, but with Spellbinders. But look at the fun color. This is such a fun bright green. So I'm just going to hold those down in place with some low-tack tape and run that through my die cut machine, and then we'll have our couple of cute images. So now I'm here adhering those white insert pieces from that Slimline film strip die. I'm adhering that to just a piece of low tack tape and kind of taping that down to my surface because I want to do some stenciling. I'm going to use some pixie spray. This was my first time ever using pixie spray and I did not put enough on the background. So you'll see in a second as I'm starting to ink blend, it comes up and I have to put some more on, but then it was totally fine. So lesson 1, if you've never used pixie spray, make sure you put enough on. Okay, so the ink that I'm using is Distress Oxide ink in Salty Ocean, and then I will also be adding some Mermaid Lagoon. And so here's where I decided I needed to add a little bit more, wait for it to dry about a minute, and then it gets nice and tacky, and then adhere it down. So I just put it back in place, and I'm just going to ink everything up again. Now I did do the stenciling on all 3 of those insert pieces, but I actually ended up only using 2 of those. I decided against using one of those for my sentiment, but you could definitely do that and it would still be just super cute. But I kind of wanted the sentiment to be on its own after I had already done all the stenciling and laid everything out. So now that that's done, I'm going to adhere that film strip die to a piece of bright white cardstock. And this is why I decided to leave that center open, because once I put those two little panels in on the side, I was like, that'll look really good. So then I am adding some liquid glue behind my little sharks and adding it to those insert pieces, and I'll just trim off the excess off that poor little hammerhead shark, and then just glue those in place. What I really liked about this Slimline film strip die and the sentiment of talking about Shark Week was like perfect to me for this event. Now in my MISTI, I put my card panel, I put down the sentiment, and this is a red rubber stamp, so you can't see through like a clear stamp. So I lined it up, then I removed my card panel, I stamped that sentiment onto my grid paper in my MISTI, made sure everything was straight, then I put my card panel back in, inked it up, and stamped it onto my card panel. I'm adhering that piece to a Slimline card base, which measures 8.5 by 6.5. This is from Turchese cardstock, from Cardstock Warehouse. I popped up that panel with some foam tape because I did want that to have some dimension. And I just think this is a super simple card, but it is so cute. I'm coming in with my black glaze pen, adding that to the eyes, and then I have my white gel pen. I love to add highlights to my critters and to objects when I do Copic coloring. I just think it adds a lot of interest to the images. I'm going to add some dots to my hammerhead's belly and a little bit to his snout. And then I'll add some white dots to the eyes after the black glaze pen has dried. I'm adding some reflection dewdrops from Honeybee Stamps to all of those little open windows with some liquid glue, and I just think they're so pretty and just kind of look like water droplets. I'm using Copic markers to add some light shadow behind the letters of the sentiments. I'm using C1 and C2. The C2 will be on the word live and shark, and that just gives it a little more interest when you're looking at it. It might be a little bit harder to see on camera, but it really adds a nice shadow to it. Now you guys, make sure that you subscribe to my channel, comment, and like to be eligible for the giveaways. I don't want you to miss out on anything. And be sure to be back here tomorrow for day 2 of the Shark Week card event. Bye!